The Lexus RX is one of the go-tos in the luxury crossover market. It provides good size, good value, great reliability, and all the luxury trimmings you would want at this price point. But how does it do on the highway with its 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 motor? Today we're going to find out. We're going to head out on the highway and do 50 miles out and 50 miles back, averaging 70 miles per hour, to get you a realistic highway fuel economy number for this luxury crossover. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a quick look at it. Now, the RX is going to be redesigned for 2023, but for 2022, this is about as solid as it gets. They've been making this model for a while. It doesn't exactly look stale. I've never been a huge fan of the styling on this one, but it's kind of a sharp, luxury-looking slug, and I gotta say, it is effective, and it does sell well. So if you do want to see more on the RX, check the links in the description. We've already got a sound system test on the Mark Levinson audio systems, so I'll put that in there from the last RX we tested. But we haven't tested the fuel economy on this V6, so it'll be interesting to see how it does. So why do we do this test? Well, the EPA's highway fuel economy test, which gives this one 26 miles per gallon in all-wheel drive, short wheelbase form, that test only averages 48 miles per hour. We know there are people who take their vehicles on lots of long road trips and would like to know what sort of numbers you can realistically expect in the real world. So in order to do that, we're going to head over to the gas station here, fill up, go out and do 100 miles, come back, fill up at the same pump using the same 3-click fueling method, and get a result. A few things to note for today. Outside temperature is 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Tire pressures have been set to their door placard, 33 psi cold. And we're going to be running the climate control at 73 degrees auto. Box truck near our usual spot, but Accord near our other usual spot. What do we want to risk? We will go next to the box truck. Hopefully they're not obnoxious. Let's get out and fill it up. I do appreciate that Lexus doesn't require premium fuel for the RX 350. This is a pretty straightforward engine for them, so it's good that they don't do that. 2.529 gallons going in for our first fill. We've got our tripometer reset. We've got our GPS set, climate control. We are ready to begin. A few different drive modes here in the RX 350. You've got Eco, Normal, Custom, Sport, and Sport Plus. We are going to be doing the test in Eco. We're going to head over to the highway. It's about half a mile away. Pick up the test from there. The goal of this test is not to hypermile. We're not trying to get the best possible fuel economy for this car, but rather a realistic fuel economy number. In order to do that, we're going to get up to highway speed here at a decent pace and set our cruise control at a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour. That should allow us to average about 70 over the whole test. Man, when you're in eco mode, you really have to lean into the throttle to get it to go. I mean, it does it eventually. It's not like it's underpowered. It's just, it really dials the throttle control back. We do have adaptive cruise control and active lane keeping in the RX. We are going to adjust our following distance. It's like 72 on the dash. It's giving us 71 according to the GPS. We're going to bump that up 1. And away we go. A little bit more wind noise than I would expect from this car. I think I noticed that in the last RX we tested too, though. So maybe that's just kind of indicative of this car. It is a little windy today, though, but since we're doing the opposite direction back, that should negate the wind. Alright, I'll catch up with you at the end with more of my highway impressions and see how we're doing on fuel economy. But until then, enjoy this time lapse of the entire trip. end of the highway fuel economy test here in the RX 350. It's a good highway cruiser, no big surprise there. Fuel economy is not exactly outstanding. We're getting 26 according to the dash. But this Mark Levinson system is outstanding, and if you'd like to see that, we've got the normal review from the previous RX we tested, and then this one we did a members only test. So $3 a month, you can sign up, help support Daily Motor, and see that test on top of all of our other members only content. But yeah, the adaptive cruise control on this is a little conservative. I think that has to do with the fact I'm in eco mode. I think if I were in normal drive mode, we never get to test these Lexuses outside of normal mode, so I should put them into normal, just regular drive mode at some point, doing one of these tests and see how the cruise control changes. But in eco, it's a little conservative. What else? Averaging just under 70 miles per hour for the test, 69 miles per hour. We're gonna make this last minute cut off the highway, get back to the gas pump, fill it up, and see what sort of numbers we get. 4.124 gallons going in for our final fill. 108.4 divided by 4.124 is giving us 26.2, technically 0.3 miles per gallon, rounding down to 26. Right smack onto the EPA's estimate. And, for an all-wheel drive, a little bit larger SUV like this, not awful, but not fantastic for putting on heavy miles on the highway. We do have a 19.2 gallon fuel tank in here, so 19.2 times 26 miles per gallon. Whoops, what am I doing here? Giving you an effective highway cruising range of just under 500 miles here in the 2022 Lexus RX 350 all-wheel drive. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, if you do want to see more on the RX, check the links in the description. We've got a review and sound system demos and review on the 450h, a lot of content, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.